Welcome to the Dynasty Dads Podcast. Football, rankings, debates, dad stuff with your host, Justin Williams and Matt Renshaw.
Welcome, everyone, to a Dynasty Dads player profile. This episode is brought to you by DynastyTradeCalculator.com.
Stop guessing. Start calculating.
Hi, Dexter. DeDe, take off my hydroplasmatic inflation suit this instant.
Matt, for a long time now, you've known one of my favorite players is absolutely DeDe Westbrook.
Get out of my laboratory.
Drafted 110th overall in the 2017 NFL Draft by the Jacksonville Jaguars, DeDe Westbrook recorded 66 catches for 717 yards and 5 touchdowns this season. But those numbers don't tell the entire story. There is no argument to be made. DeDe was the only bright spot on the Jags offense this season. At times, he seemed to be the only player actually putting forth an effort. If there was a big play to be made, odds are Westbrook was involved. He had 15 grabs that went for 20 or more yards. That's more than 14 Keelan Cole and Dante Moncrief had combined. People forget this, but Westbrook was a Heisman Trophy finalist during his time at Oklahoma. His senior year, he racked up over 1,500 yards and 17 touchdowns. This kid is no slouch. With the Bortles era ending and a new offensive coordinator coming, Dynasty owners are all holding their collective breath. If you ask me, it isn't difficult to envision a scenario where the Jags offense runs through this third-year wide receiver in 2019. With that being said, however, it's not unimaginable to see the Jaguars completely screw this up. That is my profile on DeDe Westbrook.
Golly, I don't know what to do with you. Like, why do you like bad players?
He's not a bad player.
Oh, he's a terrible player.
DeDe Westbrook is the heart and soul
No, he's not.
of the Jaguars
He's
team.
not.
Name a better offensive player.
Leonard Fournette.
No. Leonard, I can't get up Fournette. Leonard Glass knees Fournette.
Keelan-
I don't think so, Matt.
Keelan Cole.
DeDe Westbrook is the heart and soul of that terrible Jaguars team, and you know
No,
it.
he's not.
Third-year wide receiver 2019. I gave you all the reasons why he's going to be
He's
great.
not that good. Well, like,
Big step forward.
he had a good year 2 years ago, and he
He's
had a
not
bad
that
year
good.
this year.
Dude is a finalist in the Heisman. Not that good.
Oh, 4 years ago. Are we going to talk about this?
Dude,
Tim
he got
Tebow was a
drafted-
finalist.
He got drafted in 2017, Matt.
Yeah,
That's
that would
2
be-
years
That's
ago.
exactly what I said 2 years ago.
You said 4.
2 years
you
ago.
literally
he was-
said,
okay,
4 years
so
ago?
3 years ago, he was a finalist for the Heisman.
You're over here hating on DeDe. You can't even
He's
count.
not that good.
Give me the Dynasty Trade Calculator.
This is easy for me. Dynasty Trade Calculator, even trade, even value. DeDe Westbrook or rookie pick 203. Give me 203 all freaking day,
Crazy.
all day.
Crazy.
You talked. You said you wouldn't even like.
I wouldn't.
You would pay 110 to get.
I would pay easily 1.8, 1.9,
That is
110 to
the
get DeDe Westbrook.
Easiest snap accept ever. I understand that I'm blinded by fandom sometimes, but this is just.
It's not fandom.
No, this is your guy. I said I get blinded by fandom. Like, this is he's not. Why do you think he's that good?
It's more. Okay, so let's take a step back.
Okay.
Get off of your high ground here,
Okay.
and I'll step off of my DeDe Westbrook
Okay.
pedestal.
Okay.
It's not only that he's a solid wide receiver, in my opinion. He has all the tools needed to be a fantasy.
Is he a wide receiver?
relevant? Hold on.
One. Okay.
A fantasy relevant wide receiver with a wide receiver 2 ceiling.
Okay.
He's not a wide receiver
Okay.
1 in fantasy leagues. I will openly admit that. However, I do think for the price that you can get DeDe Westbrook right now, it could be crazy low when we look at it a year from now. Right? I think that he could totally blow up in 2019. And like I said in my profile, there's a great chance the Jaguars absolutely screw this up like they do other talented players, and they just don't know what to do with him. And out of nowhere, DJ Shark is the heart and soul of this offense. It could be something completely stupid like that. DeDe Westbrook is good enough to be a wide receiver 1 on an NFL team like the Jaguars. He's not good enough to be a wide receiver 1 on fantasy dynasty teams. I get that. But I really think that we are undervaluing DeDe Westbrook like freaking crazy right now.
We talked to Kyle Francis, And this wide receiver class is deep. You could find a wide receiver 1 at pick 203, at pick 108, 109, 110.
Sure.
You would just rather have DeDe Westbrook.
I'll take the guy that's been in the NFL and has actually performed fairly well for at least 2 years.
No.
Right? Doesn't that make sense?
It does make sense. I just don't like the player.
If I had DeDe Westbrook, and I think if any normal owner had DeDe Westbrook, in a lot of places, I would never even consider 203, 204, 201. I wouldn't consider it. That's just me.
Yeah, clearly you like the guy.
This player profile has been brought to you by DynastyTradeCalculator.com.
Stop guessing. Start calculating.
Thanks for hanging out with us on another episode of the Dynasty Dads Podcast. Be sure to subscribe on iTunes and follow us on Twitter @DynastyDads. Visit us at our website, dynastydads.com, for articles, news, and notes, Dynasty Dads gear, and more.